Hi, my name is Derek Applewhite, and welcome to Faculty Office Hours. I teach in biology.
Hi, my name is Anna Ritz. Welcome to Faculty Office Hours. I also teach in biology. We're now going to give like a one sentence description about what everybody in our department does. So the first person is Eric Zornick, and he is a neurobiologist, and he studies vocalizations patterns in frogs. The next person is Kara Cerveny, and she is a developmental biologist, and she studies retinal development, so eye development, using zebrafish as her model system. Janice Shampay is actually currently our department chair, and she is a geneticist, and she studies the molecular biology of telomeres, which are the ends of chromosomes. Susie Renn is an animal behavior neurobiologist as well, but a very different type than Eric Zornick. And she is trying to understand sex-biased behavior, and she uses another type of fish, Bertoni, in her work. Keith Karoly is a evolutionary biologist, and he studies kind of species differentiation in different types of wildflowers, especially those that are found kind of local to this area in the Columbia Gorge. Sarah Schaack, whose photo is actually the teeny tiny one in the middle, is another kind of genetics genomicist in our department, and she studies kind of whole genome evolutionary mutation rates and other types of effects that happen in not the coding regions but the non-coding regions of DNA. Jay Mellies is the microbiologist in our department, and he has a bunch of kind of really different cool projects. He has projects on plastic-eating bacteria. He tries to understand how a certain type of E. coli causes diseases. He also has a project right now on investigating CBD as a potential therapeutic. Aaron Ramirez is our kind of jointly appointed biology faculty who's also in our environmental studies program. And he is an ecologist, but he studies the effect of fire and drought on trees and also people. So he is also involved in kind of the policy and the translational side of that type of research. Sam Fay is also an ecologist, and he is an aquatic ecologist. So he studies, his kind of study systems are in lakes, and he looks at how kind of variation in temperature and climate effects affect large groups of different species.
Okay, that's me. I am a cell biologist, so I study cells, and I study essentially how cells change shape, how they move, how they migrate, and this includes all types of cells from neurons to regular epithelial cells, etc.
And this is me, and that was like very rapid fire because I'm actually not a biologist. I am a computer scientist by training, so I am very proud of myself that I could explain all of my colleagues' research. So I, as a computer scientist, I develop tools and algorithms, like ways to think about signaling pathways. And I use these big molecular interaction networks. So I use a lot of kind of concepts from graph theory in order to try to understand kind of what could be regulating what in terms of molecular biology at a systems level.
Students who are biology majors will take an introductory biology class, and that biology class is taught by 4 faculty, is that right? A semester, so 8 in total. Or you can also take Anna's introductory to computational biology class. So that's our intro bio section. And then once you've taken intro bio, biology majors will then go on and take the next level of classes, which is our 300 level classes. And 300 level classes are lecture lab courses. So you have a lecture and a lab associated with it. We have one other sort of 200 level class, which is new. And this is Introductory to Scientific Literature and Discourse. This class is tied to our seminar series. So at Reed, we are really lucky to have a seminars series where we bring in scientists from all over the world, quite literally, and they share their work with us. And then this seminar class is tied to that. And so the students read the papers those scientists are presenting on, and then scientists come and present, and then that class also is intended and it's involved in that seminar class. So that's kind of the curriculum in a nutshell. We're studying how cells change shape, and this is a very critical process during the development of organisms.
And the amazing thing is we've actually gotten some good, like, validated results from this process.
Right.
So this is an example where Derek and I do not know the answer. We really do not know what's going to happen, but through our classes, we've been able to make new scientific discoveries. We have a number of students who go on and eventually go to graduate school. They may not go right away, but there's a lot of students who often find kind of really great, we call them post-bac positions. So like a position right after graduation that helps set them up for their career.
I think students come to Reed knowing that they have to do a senior thesis, I like to say get to do a senior thesis. And I know for a lot of the STEM folk, what that means is that you are doing a year-long research project that's probably that dovetails with the research of the faculty. And that's really what a senior thesis looks like at Reed. You come up with really great hypotheses, then you are given the tools and the equipment and the support from your faculty advisor to explore that question.
Reed students don't just learn how to do research, they also learn how to write and communicate their results. And like, that's actually becoming more and more important in academia, trying to communicate results.
You not only learn from us as faculty, but you learn from each other. And so having people of different types of majors in your class will really add to your learning experience in general.
I see that as actually even more pronounced in my classes in terms of computational biology, because I'm teaching programming, right, within a biology class. And I think what it does is it really expands the breadth of expertise of the people in the room and the interests, right? I have a student, Gio, who was as a freshman in my Bio 131, my intro comp bio class. And he ended up doing research with me that next summer in my group. He then left biology, was going to be a chemistry major, kind of thought about CS, and he ended up landing in economics. And he is still my TA for my intro comp bio class. So I still see him every week. He just got this amazing fellowship, this Watson fellowship, to go travel the world. And I get to be a part of his final thesis kind of committee at the very end of the year. So that is just like one example of one student who I've gotten to know, even though he's not even a bio major anymore, right? And like those relationships still persist here at Reed.